What is up, everybody? Welcome to my live stream. This is a Tribe Tea where you guys send in your stories and we react to them. We give advice, we key, all that jazz. I have not done this in such a long time. What is up, everybody? Excuse my little empty cup. I just got done drinking some to-go water. What's up here? I'm gonna put the chat on the screen. It has been so long. It really hasn't, but to me it feels that way. It feels like a minute. So for all you guys that are new here, this is a live segment. So we do have, some tribe members up in here. What's up? Shout out to all the mods up in here. What's up, everybody? Hey. Definitely glad you guys are here because last time I went live, I didn't really do much preparation and I did have some bots up in here. So shout out to Tantris for helping me last time. I did not forget. And thank you guys so much for the compliments. I am in my Rachel from Friends era. I don't know what it is about this front bang cut that I just like this 90s like front bang. I don't know, but it does kind of mess with my lashes a little bit. But I do like her. If you guys are interested, go on my Amazon storefront. It will be there at the end of this stream. Speaking of promo and stuff, we do got some housekeeping. I do want to do a little promo before we get into today's stream. We do have 6 different stories that we're going to be reading today. So yeah, before we even get into it, let's get into our sponsor, aka The Kid. Christmas is coming, and that means it's time to decorate the house and get your shopping done. Head over to shopvoodoochild.com to check both of those to-do boxes off this holiday season by purchasing the latest calendar. Our hand-drawn, high-quality calendars include never-before-seen designs mixed in with fan-favorite prints. Free shipping on every calendar purchase. Each purchase comes with a set of stickers, candy, and other goodies all holiday season. Make sure to follow Shop Voodoo Child on all social media for any and all. Yes, thank you guys so much for all of you guys that already bought the calendars, by the way. I did not put that in the ad, my bad. But I do want to thank you guys so much. I don't know. I just get so happy when people buy my art. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, go and get you a little, I was about to say get you a candle. Get you a little calendar, girl. You can decorate and you can get the, free shipping, And I do international as well. You just it'll let you know how to check out at checkout. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all of the support as always. Let's get into these stories. So these are the titles, so you guys know what to expect throughout the stream. We have, first up, my ex got my car stolen. Okay. Should I stay or give up? God bless customer service reps. No, for real. God bless y'all. It is the holiday season. I know y'all are going through it. For real. The next one is, ooh, girl, not you just busting up in here like this is oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all. That dog scared the hell out of me. The next one is, he heard the shootout over the phone. The second to the last, wait, I can't just breeze past that. He heard a shootout over the phone. Where were you? Were you on the other end of the phone? I.e., you witnessed the shit? Okay. Anyway, the second to the last one, Little Caesars. And the last one is, should I block him? Well, that's all we got. That's what we're going to get into today. Here, give me a second. I'm about to make her a little... Here, you want to sit down? Hold on, let me not. I forgot I'm wearing, really short shorts. Hold on, wait. Here, you want to sit down? Let me get some of this stuff off of this chair. Let me sit. Here, sit. You can sit down right here. Hurry up. Good girl. There you go. Here, you can even come over here. You can be on the side. Here, lay down. Why are you twerking? Just lay down, bruh. Are you gonna lay down? You feel too put on the spot now? She usually has a little pillow that helps her keep her balance when she sits right here. But usually, oh, y'all can't even see her. There you go. And if she wants to jump off, she could jump down that way. There. Okay, enough distractions. I'm sorry, y'all. But she was just going to sit there and stare at me, so I had to do something. So, my ex got my car stolen is the first one. I have haven't done a tribe tea in so long, and I'm just like, damn, bro, y'all really be going through it. Like, okay, I'm just going to hop into it. I'm sorry I'm rambling too much. So, hey, Naja, and hey, tribe. I hope everyone's day is going well. Well, it is. Thank you. Kind of rainy, but it's good. So here I am again, writing another crazy story from this crazy life of mine. My name is Tia, and I wrote in a story about getting in a fight during the pandemic, and also getting in a fight in my apartment. I know exactly who you are because you sent in your video. You sent in your square up video, and I was like, OMG, this girl is not freaking playing. Like, she really drove across town to square up with somebody. She drove hours to square up with somebody. You can't make that up. Why you got your back towards us? That's so rude. Here. You can lay down. Lay down. Oh, there's stuff in this chair. Okay, get down, Poopy. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Here, you can get down if you're not. Oh. Okay. Miss Princess and the P. Miss, I can't sit on something. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I keep getting distracted by this dog. That's my bestie right there. That's my heart. Make sure y'all leave a thumbs up for my dog. But yes, I do remember that girl. So, this is my ghetto life. But I'm 23 now. But when this story happened, I was 21. And I am a Capricorn. Shout out to all my Capricorns. I know y'all season's coming up. Shout out to all the Sagittarius. I know y'all just had a birthday. Shout out to y'all. So, trigger warning, there is also a shooting in this story. What the heck? Can y'all please make it to 2023? But she said nobody expired, if y'all catch my drift. No one expired. So let's get into it. I was dating a boy, and we will call him Jay. Jay is a scammer. Y'all need to stop messing with these scammers. Like, cut it out. Because at some point, someone's going to knock at your door and say, hey, you know that pretty ring that you got? Yeah, that was stolen. Give it back. Damn. So he is a scammer, and at the time, his car was in the shop, like, for real. He had a really bad, okay, I get what you're saying. Like, he really had a car for real. Like, I know dudes be saying my car in the shop and don't have a car, but no, his car was really in the shop. He had a car. But this particular day, it was in the shop. So he was always with me at my house, and he asked, could he use my car to go get somebody's card one day? So now you're an accomplice. Now you're scamming with him. Oh, no. So I have to explain what he does so you can understand what happened. So he gets people's cards, deposits a fake check into the account, and then when it clears, he takes the cash. Oldest trick in the book. That's like the OG. That's the scam that they were doing before Cash App. Like, wow. So, don't do it, girl, because you're next. Anybody that's watching in the ether, if you date somebody that does that, or you have someone in your family or something that does that, there's going to be a point when you're next. Like, they're going to ask you to clean some stuff for them. It's inevitable. So, I don't know if it's just a Texas thing, but I know all the scammers be in Florida, so maybe you know what I'm talking about. Yes. The account goes negative, but I'm assuming that's the risk people take when the desperate need money. I don't know. That's really all I know about it because I've never done it. I'm not saying you've done it, but I'm saying, like, you know, you're a little complicit with it, you know. I don't know, but so to do all this, he has to find people to use their bank accounts. Exactly. And that's why I say it's only a matter of time before you're next, because you have to include another person. You get what I'm saying? So he found some girl. So and that girl, that didn't make you feel uncomfortable that he's stealing from a girl? Like, out of all the people who could deserve it, like, you're gonna steal from a woman. That's messed up. That's messed up. So he found some girl. So he took my car to meet this girl. Do I have any music on? Because I'll cut it. I'll cut the mic right now. I don't got none. Okay, bad. Because so, mind you, I'm still at my house. I only know the events of the next part because this is what he tells me. He pulls up, but instead of a girl, he sees a boy he knows. So they're chopping it up, but he peeps no signs of the girl anywhere, and he said he just seen some more boys in the cut, like waiting. So he starts clutching his blick blick. Let's say blick blick. Let's say that. Okay. So the boy that he knows gets in the car and asks to see the blick blick, and then proceeds to try to take it. But he wasn't quick enough. And while this is happening, the other guys must have got the signal from him. So now they're running towards the car, also with their own little blick blicks. Oh my God. So now my ex starts busting at them. And at this point, the boy is out of the car and he ends up getting hit. Girl, look here. Look. Your car is now a part of an investigation. Like, I would have dumped this man yesterday. I was like, bro, you got me so messed up. You're about to have me cased up with the police. It's kind of like a like what did you expect, sis? You know, like this is what he does. It's kind of like being surprised when your husband is a doctor in the middle of the panty, you know, and he gets bobit, right? That's like you being shocked about that. Like, why are we shocked that we're involved in crime when we're dealing with criminals? You get what I'm saying? Like, exactly. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. But my thing is this. I know just from, you know, my friends having certain, you know, pasts and stuff. We're all grown now, but, you know, you got to get it how you live. Like old girl said, when you're young and stupid and you think that there aren't any other options. Like, I know of people who have told me certain experiences where they almost lost their life doing this type of stuff. Like just over like a little sack of weed, you almost lost your life type thing, you know, like. And you usually, from what they say, you usually can feel a vibe that this is just not it. Like something's off, something's wrong. Don't wait it out, guys. Leave. Like if you feel a vibe like, maybe you should leave. Maybe you should leave. I don't know. So, somebody got hit. He said that he's been in these situations and knew. Girl, if you do not run, this man said he's been in these situations. This man said he's blicky people before. Oh, girl, you need to run. Your car, oh my God. I wouldn't even want the car, honestly. He talking about he been in these situations. And he knows what the move was as soon as he's seen the boy. So everybody is just shooting at this point. Mind you, this is broad day, like in the middle of the day. My ex got out the car because clearly he's getting blicky at. And what he was trying to do was like walk them down. Girl, I don't even think any of this happened. I feel like unless you saw this on the news and there is a body or like somebody that is hurt, I don't even think this happened. This man is over here talking like he is an extra in Scarface. Talking about he walked the man down with a... I'm really going to need you to think about this. For those of y'all that don't know what walking somebody down is, it's exactly what it sounds like. You're trying to say that there is a group of people who also have blickies aimlessly firing at you, like a crowd firing at you, and you are one person with a blicky walking down. You know how easy it is for somebody to just hit you on your sides and then you're done? And then you would really be done if you got hit on your sides. Like, I don't know. I might be calling cap on this one. Big caparoni. And I'm not saying you cap. I think your dude is cap. I feel like your car didn't get took. I feel like he sold it or something. Like, this is very Hollywood. That's all I'm saying. If you didn't see it on the freaking, on the news, he did not walk him down. No NBA young boy. No, it didn't happen. It did not happen. Not y'all this Dynasty in the chat talking about he sound like a lame. And then I went pew, and then I went ah, and then I went huh. It sounded like Soulja Boy. And then he came in the house, and I was like bam bam, and then I was like oh, and then he was like ugh. It is like, dude, what the fuck? What the fuck? Even the dog looking at me like, bitch, shut up. So when he got out, when he got out the car to quote unquote walk him down, somebody else hopped in the car and drove off. So I'm still at home clueless, y'all. So I'm about to take a nap, and something said, check my phone. And I'm always a do not disturb type of person. And I see a random number calling over and over. So I answer, and it is him. He says my car was stolen and he was in the shootout. His phone was in the car. And now I gotta come get him. That's it. Okay, how the fuck am I... I was really trying not to curse. How the hell am I going to pick you up when you just got my car stolen? How am I going to pick you up? You're out of luck, think about it. You need to hit up an Uber, a bus. You need to foot it. You need to do something. Like, and honestly, foot it and take the bus and all that shit to your mama house, to your brother, somebody else. Do not come to my shit with this. Like, while you playing, I'm about to file the report that my car got stolen. And I better not catch you driving around the hood with that shit. Because I still don't believe that you got no damn shootout. Like, you'd be traumatized. Don't you need to go to the hospital or something? I don't know. So I instantly start having a panic attack, as you should, because any rational person hears that information, you're tripping, right? So I check his location. I didn't even think to do that. Find my iPhone. I did the check his location, and I said his phone is in the car. What's that gonna do? And he was like, duh, so we could track the phone and see where the car is. So I checked the location and see it's some raggedy apartments. So we get to him finally, and then we go to the apartments immediately. Please know, everybody in the car got the blicky on them. Me, my roommate, and the ex, because I don't know what's about to go down. But I need my car. So we go and drive through the apartments, and then boom, I see my car. So we call the police and tell them a fake story about how the car was stolen, but we found it and needed assistance. So they came and blocked it in. And basically, so my mom could bring me my spare keys and the other people couldn't drive off. Finally, she came and brung the keys and I got my car. Okay, before I read the final little paragraphs of this, I want to know, because I'm not going to assume, I want to know, was he with you waiting? Was he with you when you called the police and when the police showed up? Another thing, did he have to talk? Because if he did, then he would have to talk to the police. And then if he was just busting this gun, he's going to smell like it. Like, he's going to have residue on him. Like, there's a there's a whole lot of. It's giving, you let me hold the car and me and my friends went on a joyride and I'm little bruh and they're big bruh and they took your whip. That's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. Because I'm like, are there bullet holes? Thank you. Who said that? Thank you, Aria. Is there bullet holes in the car? You know? Oh, and by the way, I see some of you guys saying that YouTube is glitching a little bit. Some of you guys say that it's good on the TV and the phone. I just want y'all to know that I could see y'all on my live chat, people. Just want y'all to know I see you. I hear you. So finally, her mom shows up. She brung my car keys and I got my car. My mom was so pissed because she pays my car note. Friend, if y'all are going to risk your life, your freedom, and your safety by dating these dangerous men, I'm going to need you to get something out of it. Your mama should not be paying the car note. Your mom should not be paying your car note. That man should have been paying your car note. I don't care how old you are. If you're on this level of scamming, bro, you should cuz you're a risk. You're a liability. And honestly, I don't care. I feel like scamming just ain't it, period, cuz it's just bad karma. It's going to come back. Damn, little hair, why are you? Oh, I'm like, why is what? So, there was a bullet hole in my car, but they got it fixed, so the car is fine now. My lesson was well learned. I don't let no one drive my car anymore. That could have went so bad so fast. But thanks for reading my story. I will continue sending you the most outlandish things that happened to me because we need some grown tea, not the messy baby stuff. Oh my God. That makes me wish some baby stuff happened. That was intense. Love you, tribe. And as always, keep it cute in them comments. I know that's right. So I'm going to put y'all on the screen. Yeah, that's the grandma baby. For real. Because what you mean your mama paying the car note and this man scamming? Yeah, that's her mom's car. Yeah, so your mom's car. So he stole your mom's car and shot your mom's car up. But it still doesn't match that there's only one bullet in the car when all of these people had guns. It still doesn't match to me that your ex didn't get charged and brought into custody because he said he hit somebody. And that bullet hole in the car, the cops could have questioned him as right then too and say, hey, you smell like gunpowder, you got shit all over you, and there's a bullet hole here. But his story was it was a barrage of bullets, right? Whatever. But yeah, let's see what y'all saying in the chat. Baby girl Lexi says, caught the live. What story on? We just got done with story number 1. Don't worry. We just got done with story number 1. Shaniqua said, baby, no, that's mama car, right? Mango Fair said, girl, you look good. Oh, thank you. Wait, a what in the car? A bullet hole. Okay, there y'all go. Megan was like, yeah, that's all you learned from that. Like, let's have, there was a few lessons. Like, let's not have no man putting your freedom and your life at risk. And there, it has to be a two-way street of risk. Like, you're over here risking it all for what? This man ain't doing nothing for you. Like, if you were to be in jail about this right now, they would ask you, ooh, you was with a scammer, girl. What was your life like? You was on the planes, you was on the boats. And you're gonna be like, nah, I was driving my mama car and I let him hold it to do a pop and now I'm here. Like, nah, no. Anthony says, damn, she always get herself into some BS. Jesus. Purple Moss says, so somebody shot at the car and then he lied and said it was stolen. A singular bullet. Yes. Yes, and please like the stream, y'all, if y'all like that story. That was crazy. Les says, I don't let anybody drive my car because people don't take care of your stuff like you, and that goes for anything. That is very, very true. Very true. A big reason that you shouldn't let other people drive your whip is because when they're not on your insurance, that's a whole other mess. Whole other demon. Let's see, what else? Mio says, that's how my friend got caught up with a brand new bank account right out of high school. We're in our 30s now, and she still doesn't have a bank account because of that one scam. Yeah, that's like the oldest scam in the book. I remember when I was in my little party days, and me and my girlfriends, we were hanging with this dude, and he was a scammer, and he was going to the bank to do a scam, but we didn't really realize that's what he was doing. And when he peeped that we did not realize that's what he was doing, he was trying my friend, like, oh, you got this bank too? I could give you a check and you could cash it and stuff. And she was biting for a little bit. And I was like, even though I was naive, I didn't even work with money yet. Like, I wasn't a data analyst yet or nothing. I knew it was wrong. And she didn't do it. She was like, nah, you're playing with me. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. And I'm so glad she didn't. Because looking back, it's like that dude was so shisty. And that's why I said at the beginning of the story, you're next. Like, scammers use their own family members' names to do schemes. Like, you're not exempt. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. Well, let's move on to the next story. If you have been through anything similar, or you have any advice, or if you have a similar story of dating a scammer, please put it in the comments below. I would love to hear it. I miss hearing y'all's stories in the comments. Oh, and shout out to everybody. This is your first time in the live stream for a long time. I see Ari in here. I don't know why my brain said area. I see you, Ari. Thank you so much for stopping by. Shout out to Art by Anastasia, Bresia, Sienna. Hey, girl. All right, let me get into this next story, and it is called, Should I Stay or Should I Give Up? Now, you know that phrase, no one likes a quitter. I don't know. Like, when it comes to stuff like this, I just get the vibe because the options are not that bright. They're very bleak. So, yeah. Should I stay or give up? What y'all think, chat? First instinct. What you think they should do? Hey, Naja. This might be a long-ass story, so get your snacks, y'all. So first of all, my name is, I'm going to just say M because I don't know. Sometimes people think they want their real name, but I'm going to just say M. And I am 20 years old. In November of 2021, I met a guy at work we're going to call John. At the time, my love life was in shambles, so I wasn't really looking for anything serious. John and I started talking and hanging out often, and eventually I started enjoying his company. Y'all in the chat are so funny. Talk about give up, leave, walk. Oh my gosh. So, a few months into talking, he started saying he really liked me and wanted something more. How old is John? Okay. It was kind of an odd situation because I was confused on what I even wanted. So I suggested being friends with benefits. Okay. Bad idea, I know. He was fine with that, and that was our situation for the next few months. Soon enough, I realized I did want to be with him, because the more time we spent together, I felt myself falling for him, so we talked about it and began dating in March of 2022. Okay? She's giving you a little timeline, right? Shout out to Girl Groups Deserve More. Your name is everything. Thank you so much for the donation. You guys do not have to do it, but I do appreciate it. They said, hey, Naja, it's good seeing you back. Also, if sis is thinking it, she's tired. I say dip. That's usually what I say as well. Like, if you even have to think of those extreme options, yeah, you might just want to go, right? You might just want to go. But yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you. So, everything was great. Like she said, honeymoon phase. We were always seeing each other since we worked together. That's where y'all met. They work together and they go to the same freaking school. That's too much. That's too much face interaction time for me. Literally a month after we became official, he ghosted me. I was initially shocked because I'm like, what the F? Things are going good, so why'd he disappear all of a sudden? I texted him a few days later and asked what's good, and he said he was dealing with some stuff in his personal life. So I'm like, okay, that's fine, but could you at least let me know when you're gonna go ghost so I won't worry about you? He said he would try harder, and he apologized, and we moved on, or so I thought. So now June comes around, and this is where everything went downhill. This is where it went downhill, girl. He was planning to go to Florida for a week with his friends for his birthday, and I told him to keep me updated. Obviously, I didn't expect him to, but to text, I wasn't expecting him to text me 24/7, but I just wanted to know that he was safe and having fun, right? I didn't hear from him the entire week. So again, I was like, WTF, man, this can't keep happening. I keep getting left in the dark. He keeps apologizing, yet not changing. And I literally asked for the bare minimum, and he could not give me that. Okay, so there were a few flags, but I just wanted to keep reading. And I see y'all in the chat have already clocked a few of them. There's a few flags. I just wanted to keep reading before I made my assumption. From the get-go, you're a little controlling. You wear the pants. You wear the pants, girlfriend. You telling this boy when he's going to do something, how he's going to do it, when he's going to, like, y'all are around each other 24/7. You go to school together. You make your money together. You're 20, so, and it's our economy, so you probably live with your parents or something, but hopefully y'all don't live together, because that's another thing. Like, I think he ghosts you because low-key he wants some space. I'm not saying that's a mature thing to do, especially when you're in a relationship, because it's like, okay, like, I'm not one of your little friends. Like, come on now. We be doing grown stuff together. I need you to tell me what's going on, right? But I feel like that's the only way he knows how to do it. But it's just so weird because you're being so welcoming to him. Like, you could tell me, you could tell me if you need space. Well, you didn't say that, but you said, just let me know when you're doing okay. Text me what you're doing. And I wonder, that whole week of silence, are you silent as well, or are you blowing up his phone? You know, I'm just trying to see both perspectives, because yes, initially I was like, okay, being intimate, that friends with benefits stuff at a young age, like 20, I'm sorry, but I know for a fact y'all ain't mature enough to navigate that for real. I feel like he already wanted to be your boyfriend and was like, okay, if she wants to just have that title, whatever. And then when you, out of nowhere, were like, I guess we could be boyfriend and girlfriend. He was like, well, I mean, nothing's changed. We're still doing the same shit. Whatever. And I think now the relationship just might be taking its toll, bro. I don't know. But let me see. Let's see. So I texted him a few days after he returned from his trip, confronting him like, hey, you said you were going to do better, and here we are again. We basically had a huge argument, and he said I was being too clingy. What did I say? Because I'm just trying to imagine, like, if I went out and Daniel was like, you need to let me know, like, are you having a good time? Where y'all eating at? What are you getting off the menu? Like, I would feel so suffocated because I live with you. I work with you. Like, I would feel so suffocated. But he said he feels like, I wonder what her sign is. But he said that he feels like you being too clingy. And she says, I disagree. Because I don't think it's asking too much to hear from your partner when they're out of town. I agree as well. I do not think that is too much. That's why I said I see both sides in this one. I see both sides, because you don't ghost your partner. You just don't do that. That, like, for all I know, you got kidnapped in the organ trade. I don't know what's going on or where you're at. Like, but when people feel that leash to the point where they can physically see it, yeah, they're going to not want to, nah. What stuck out to me was during the argument when he said he didn't go smash other chicks. He went to have fun and have a peaceful, relaxing time with his friends. He made it seem like I was the problem, which rubbed me the wrong way. Man, this is so hard because I see it from both perspectives. But, like, if I was this guy, honestly, my response to you, if you said that, I would say, how come every time I gotta be the problem? It's always me doing something wrong. I'm not communicating right. I don't want to do the right label this time. I'm not texting you correctly. I didn't call you the right way. Like, bruh, this dude walking on eggshells. God forbid he tries to say the obvious. Like, a lot of people, when they go on trips, there is temptation. And I didn't even fucking think about the temptation. I just wanted to be with my friends. And quiet as it's kept, I know it's the same for dudes as it is for girls. Like, if we're hanging out with our girlfriends and we see you all fucking caked up on the phone all night, nobody want to fucking, it's the same for dudes. Nobody don't want to be like, hey, bro, like, you're whipped. Get off the fucking phone. Like, be present. You get what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. I don't know, because I see both sides. It's just the little things that you say, like, in your argument. And I'm just like, ooh, that would have triggered me if you were my girlfriend. I'd be like, girl, I don't get to do nothing. Like, I don't get to do anything but you. Like, damn. So the thought of him cheating, though, just never crossed my mind. So it was weird to me that he brought that up. Girl, now you know that's the first thing people say when you go on a girls trip or something. Like, there's temptation. It's reality. But soon enough, I dropped it, and I was like, you know what? Whatever. things were rocky after that. We didn't really talk or see each other much, and when we did, it was just weird vibes. Yeah, you just need to walk away, girl. Y'all just need to walk away. We sort of started talking to each other again during mid-July, and then he went ghost again for like the billionth time. March, April, he went on the trip. May, June, okay. So I was like, yo, this is my last straw. Like, you continuously disappear out of nowhere after I've told you a billion times about it. Girl, you can't force nobody to do things they don't want to do. You can't force no man to like you a certain way, love you a certain way. If anything, my advice to you after that whole argument that y'all had, that blow up about I would have initiated a break. I would have been like, yeah, we need to break up. And I would have had a hot girl fucking summer. Like, I did the math. You would have had a break on May, June. Like, girl, what? You could have had new prospects. You could have, and then, who knows? Maybe he would have want to hit you up more. Or maybe you're not going to care because all your time is going to be taken up by other people, right? So, we start talking again, and then he ghosts me. I know we all have our own personal lives. If you don't want to talk about your problems, that's fine. But it's simple to just let somebody know, hey, I don't feel like talking right now. I'll text you when I can and leave it at that. So eventually, I asked to see him because it had been a month since we seen each other at that point, and I wanted to talk everything out in person. He said that he did not want to see me, so we broke up. And that is all she wrote for her. That should just be all she wrote, but it's not. She still got more. You want to get down, Pooh? You want to get down? Here, get down. You can get down. Every time I try to kick you out, you, like, assert your dominance and just sit here. Okay. Yeah, HBIC, I guess. So, mind you, weeks before we broke up, girl, if you did not... Girl, break up with him. Before we broke up, he was saying that he knew I was unhappy and he would understand if I wanted to leave because I deserved better. Y'all, whenever people tell you that you deserve better, like, please believe them and get the hell out of there. Because they're going to have this internal dialogue like, well, I told them they deserve better than my ass. I don't know why they keep messing with me. I mean, I told them. Yeah, F that. I told him I was willing to work on things if he was, AKA, I'll control you. I'll fix you. It's my specialty. You just gotta let me do it. Like, bruh, trust me, I've been a build a bitch ass girl too. I've done it too. Like, I'm not trying to make fun of you or nothing. Definitely someone in the chat says Sag vibes. I definitely get Sag vibes from this as well because it's tons of like feminine, but definitely that like dark feminine, like that masculine energy is definitely there. Like, it's so like, and when I say masculine energy, that's not a negative or like ugly thing. Like, it's kind of sensual, but it's like a controlling thing. Like, it's controlling. Like, you're like, look, I'm willing to work on you. I love a good project. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting. Like, I love me a good project. Ain't not a lot I can't handle. That's the vibe I'm getting. I was in a really bad place after the breakup because I was really in love with him. It didn't make it easier that we worked together, so I just saw him often. Around August, he ended up asking to talk to me at work, and he basically apologized for being shitty and said he felt bad for constantly hurting me, but it's just that he needed some space and time to himself. He also said he couldn't help but to isolate himself sometimes when he's dealing with stuff, so he cuts everyone off. To me, that's understandable to a certain extent, but I still feel like he should be able to say when he is going ghost, so that people around him won't worry so much. So I told him how I felt and everything, and he asked if we can be together again. I would have been like, no, we need to be friends. Like, I need to navigate this relationship a little bit because, yeah, this is a little too much. This is a little too much. Now, I do have some, acquaintances in my life who also have similar problems, but it's usually due to other things, if that makes sense, like diagnosis and stuff that cause them to self-isolate and, but my advice to anybody that deals with people who, have depression, because I can't speak too much about, like, my acquaintance's diagnosis. That's kind of rude. But I can speak about mine. Like when it comes to depression and stuff like that, you do tend to isolate. It comes with the whole, I feel like I don't even deserve to have, it's really deep. It's really deep. And I just want anybody to know, like, it's not about you. But my advice would be, is if you are concerned about somebody and you haven't heard from them in a bit, be so blunt and text them and say, hey, I have not heard from you and I'm just like really concerned. If you're at a mental low, just let me know and I'll check back with you later. When you get what I'm saying, I just need to know, like, you're on a downslope right now. Usually when people are like closer, that's something easier said than done. But I understand when things are fresh, like you've only known the dude for a year and some change. At this point in the story, it's like 1.5 years. So it's like, it takes a while to learn people's patterns. Because I wouldn't even necessarily, I don't know. Because there's definitely levels to ghosting. Because he did stop communication. But like, y'all still go to work. Y'all still see each other. It's more so like y'all are both just being passive aggressive, not talking. When I think of ghosts, I think of like my number. Like I've ghosted people. Like I've never seen you, haven't talked to you, don't do Facebook. I don't talk to your family. None of that. No Instagram, none of that. So that's what I'm thinking when you say ghost. This man is just moody. So you said, I question whether or not I had a brain, because, child, why did I fall for it thinking he had changed in the matter of a month? Ain't no way. Definitely ain't no way. I would not have got back with him, because it's already shown that you guys aren't very compatible. You need somebody who's going to be very attentive to you, who's going to want to share their life with you in a positive and healthy way. Like, I can get the vibe that, like, you're the type of girlfriend where you would really appreciate it if your significant other was at like a pond and they FaceTime like, oh my gosh, babe, look at these ducks. Like that, like I feel like that would make you happy. Like that would be your dream guy, like he's not doing that. If anything, being so close scares him. It's giving terrified. Like being that close to somebody scares him. And whereas you're giving off more of like a mature energy. You're only 20, like, and you're maneuvering like this is about to be your husband, girl. Like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like he doesn't get your love language and you need somebody that gets it. Well, she said at the time, he said exactly what I wanted to hear. So now I'm in the same situation. We began talking again and all my feelings came back to the surface and I was like, damn, I really want to work things out with him. What if he really does change? I was doing good up until recently. The beginning of September, a family member of his got really sick and basically on their deathbed. Oh my gosh. And he was really depressed about it. I tried to be as supportive as possible, but in my gut, I knew he was just going to disappear again. And just as I thought, he ghosted me again for 3 weeks. Yeah, it sounds to me like he just has really bad coping mechanisms with depression. I mean, I do the same thing sometimes, but because the people in my life are so used to my lows being that way type shit, like usually they know what type of peace offering to bring me, or like little stuff like that, like a little snack or like a movie to offer me to watch since they know I'm in the bed or little stuff like that. Instead of completely just shutting down. But it seems to me like, I don't know. I feel like this dude isn't ready for no relationship and this guy ain't your guy. Like, it's not. That's just how he right, who said exactly, Chad? That's how he copes. Like, he needs to get some new tools in his belt to work with that because it's not healthy. And if it wasn't you, it was going to be somebody else, that he's going to be doing this to. So, during the 3 weeks the family member passed, he stopped showing up to work. So I got very worried. I was planning to text and check on him, but he eventually showed up to work randomly one day, and I was literally in shock to see him. He pretty much apologized for repeating the same behavior. Nothing new. I feel so bad, bro, because I don't want to excuse this type of behavior. I could just resonate with it because I used to do this poor behavior as well when I was younger, and I just feel so bad because, like, It's literally the fear of, okay, this is how it works. It's like, I ignored this. I couldn't pick up the phone this one day, right? I didn't answer that text on Monday. Now it's Tuesday. They're going to be mad at me. I'm such a shit person. I should have called them on Tuesday. Oh my God, now it's Wednesday. I still haven't hit them up. They're going to think I'm so trash. Now it's Friday. I got work on Friday. I can't show up to work because then that person's going to be there. Like, I'm such a bad person. Like, I'm telling you, like, he probably had a domino effect in his head of like, if I come to work, like, I'm going to get in trouble, because kind of that's how y'all relationship is. It's on some like, you're in trouble. This is bad. This is what you shouldn't be doing. Like, I feel bad for bro. Bro don't need no girlfriend. He need a therapist for real. That whole, oh, I can help fix him, build a bit. Nah, he needs an actual professional. He needs an actual professional, and he's grieving and shit too. Like, and before anyone passed, he already had these behaviors in him. So it's like, fast forward, now it is October 2022, and I'm more confused than ever. We've been talking on and off, and I'm wondering what our relationship status is. We hung out a few times recently, and I asked him, like, where our relationship stands, and he says he still wants to be with me, but he doesn't act like it. At this point, I feel like I'm bothering him when I text. I feel like I'm initiating everything, such as us hanging out. Everything feels so one-sided, and it really sucks. So now I'm wondering, where do we go from here? At this point, I'm slowly giving up, slowly losing hope. If he isn't going to change, there's no point in wasting time arguing about the same thing to no avail. But part of me still loves him, and I wonder if we can make it work. He once made me feel like I was the only thing that mattered. Because you're 20, girl. I'm telling you, bro, there are so many other... Ooh, I almost cursed. Ooh, I almost said the real tea. The city girl almost just came out of me, girl. There are so many other niggas out here, girl. You better get you one. Like, what are you talking about? Are you kidding? Girl, with love, though. With love. Let me stop being so harsh. With love, with love, with love, with love. With love. What did Glorilla say? Get you a new one tomorrow. Let me stop. Fast forward. Okay, so at this point, another part of me is saying give up and leave him alone. Let him realize what he's missing out on. Girl, you should have done that when he went on that damn vacation. You should have went on. That was when you should have done it. That's when you should have done it. Because I read in this book, the first year of a relationship is like the power and control dynamic. And usually you could tell whether it's going to be toxic or not. And no, I am not talking about physical abuse and stuff like that. That is not a part of a normal power and control dynamic establishment in a relationship. That was when you should have had a hot girl summer. But let me put the chat on the screen, because that's about it. She says, he keeps effing me over. I don't know anymore. I'm honestly so hurt and confused. What do you guys think? Any advice from you and the tribe will be greatly appreciated. Thanks in advance. Love you, Naja. Love you too, girly. So, Fran, you need to leave that man alone. You need to be strictly friends if you can. But like I said earlier, like, you just got to be real with yourself. I wasn't real with myself at your age. There are people who are my age right now who are not mature enough to do friends with benefits and be friends with exes and stuff like that when there's emotions there. So I just want you to be aware of how mature and how heavy that really is. Like, I don't even think my mama could do that right now. I really don't. Like, that's what I'm saying. This man don't speak your love language. I understand you feel bad for him. The only thing you could do to help him is to advise him to get professional help. If you are close with his family, let his family know that this is a coping mechanism he does. And I would ask them, like, so when he goes ghost, like, where is he? Is he at the house with you guys? Because somebody in there talking about it could be a side chick. That's what I'm saying. Like, where does this ghosting take place? Is he in the home with y'all? Like, is he playing video games? Is he in the bed under the covers? Like, what's going on here? You know, I would want more information, like, and then you've been together for a year and a half. You don't know nobody in his family. I would at least hit them up to try to see. Like, because he needs some help, because that's not a real healthy coping mechanism. You can't go into late adulthood doing that. You can't miss work when your parents aren't on this earth no more. When you don't have no support system. Like, all right, let's see what you guys are saying. Rose Aesthetic says leave. Floating Drop says leave. Girl Groups Deserve More says focus on yourself, friend. He needs to heal. Notre Bed says it sounds like she was a side chick all along. That's what I'm saying. Like, what happens during these ghosting periods? Dynasty says you need to find your Prince Charming. Tiffany says, like, baby, what's even keeping you there? That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't got no baby. You don't got nothing. Hang it up. Wish him the best and live your life. Stop begging for the bare minimum. Yes, because definitely. Because I'm not going to lie. Even though I would be very annoyed if Daniel was that example I told you of the restaurant and he's like, oh, what you eating? Blah, blah, blah. I would be annoyed in the same, and I know he would be too, if I just didn't call him, bro. Like, I can't explain it. Like, because it's like, damn, you don't even give a fuck about your safety. Like, that's odd. That's why I said I see both sides. Mango said, let bro go. Let him go. Oh, and they also said she don't need to be friends with him. Right. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's like, y'all are not married. Stop initiating. I like that one. Nom says, stop initiating. Let him come to you when you are ready and remove. That is the big one. Remove intimacy, specifically sex, from your relationship. Because look here. That's how y'all started. And that's how y'all are going to end. You guys started with no title hunching, and now y'all got no title right now hunching. It was cool for you in the beginning, and now it's not. Like, you're going to have to let it go. You're going to have to let him go. You would have to let him go. I think that's our consensus here. Let me know if you guys have ever been through a similar situation or if you have any advice for them in the comments below. And what do y'all think? What do y'all think their sign is? Let me know if Miss M, if you feel comfortable. I would love to know your sign. It's giving Sagittarius. I don't know why. It's just giving me Sag vibes. If so, happy early birthday. So, this next one is really, really short. That last one was a doozy. It was long. This next one is called Little Caesars, child. Look, I have not eaten a Little Caesars pizza in forever, since I was a kid putting together dollars with the other kids in my neighborhood. Like, getting that cardboard ass pizza, right? Apparently it's gotten better. I wouldn't know, because I'm not going to try it. That should make my stomach hurt, okay? But I know, Lil Pooh, I'm going to take you out in like 30 minutes. She's under the table now. She's really aggy today. So, hey, Naja, my name is Sydney, and I wanted to tell the story of me being, hold on, let me proofread this real quick. Okay, I just wanted to make sure nothing violent. But I'm still going to put a trigger warning for SA, okay? Okay? So, hey, Naja, my name is Sid, and I want to tell the story of how this dude tried to SA me at the Caesars, bro. And they worked there. So, basically, it's closing time for us, and we have the last customer out of the restaurant, and we lock the door. So it's a coworker or a customer. And as usual, we start to gather stuff to clean up. Okay, so it's a coworker. And to replace. So mind you, I'm there with my manager. Oh, baby, you got a case. I don't even care what happened. You got a case. We will call him KJ. So I'm headed to the storage. And all of a sudden, I hear a voice from behind me asking me what I'm doing. And it's KJ. And I'm like, oh, just getting stuff so we can clean up and go. Mind you, it's 10 p.m. My feet hurt and I'm ready to go. So I walk in and he walks in after me. And the next thing I know, he's like pushing up on me, like on my back. Y'all get the drift. And I'm just like kind of like trying to brush him off. But as I try to leave out, he keeps trying to actually like kiss me. Yeah, nah, see, this is not it. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Mind you, at this time I was 16 and he was 21. And as a manager, he was fully aware of my age. So I tell him to stop playing and he's like, I'm not. And ended up, doing stuff, bro. I just wanted to let you know that you're not alone. Your story does matter. And you do have legs to stand on to get this person held accountable. I didn't know that usually I don't even read stuff like this. And I highly advise people not to like send in certain things that are triggering, but I wanted to read this to let any other teenager know that may be watching. You do have rights. You don't have to go back into work after something like this. If something like this happens to you, when you get out of the situation, immediately go straight to the hospital so you can get some DNA, get a kit done. Like, tell your parents, tell a trusted adult. If your parents are shitty, like, tell your teachers at school, tell somebody, because there's no way. There's no way. Like, that's so messed up. That's so messed up. And I'm just really sorry that happened to you. But yes, everybody pretty much is on the same page of like, bruh, you need to call corporate. And then, this probably happened on camera also, right? In the store. And I wonder, how old are you now? Like, are the statutes and limitations up? Do you know this guy's name? Like, I just feel so bad when, and stuff. I'm just speechless, and that's why I don't really like doing these type of topics. Cause I've also, things have happened to me as well. And I just feel so bad. Cause it's like at the end of the day, we're all left so wounded, and then they could just like go on with their life. And then we're stuck with this shit forever. Like, forever. You can't do nothing normal without it being in the background somewhere, and I just really feel for you. If you guys have any tips or advice on what you would do in this type of situation, i.e. calling HR, hitting up corporate type of thing, but like any type of healing tips for, I wouldn't even call it forgiveness, but just acceptance, because I don't give a damn. I wouldn't forgive nobody that did something like that to me, and I wouldn't expect you to. Like, but yeah, again, I'm just really sorry that happened to you. That was really sad. The fucking Little Caesars, bro. It's so messed up. Well, let me move on to the next story. This is the other story about another shootout. I don't know how y'all keep getting into these, but hey, look. Hey, Naja. I want to start out by saying I love all of the content you post on this channel and the Voodoo Vlogs. Well, thank you so much for watching my vlogs. Vlogmas is tomorrow. The first day of Vlogmas is tomorrow, right? There's only 30 days in November, right? Go to my vlog channel. I have pre-recorded videos already set up. So yeah, thank you so much for watching the Voodoo Vlogs. She said, I like to rewatch a lot of your videos while I'm braiding my hair. Oh, thank you. So let's just jump right into it because this one is crazy. So this was early 2020, right after the pandemic started. I've been applying to universities as a transfer student since I was finishing up my last class at my community college. Well, congratulations. I was interested in this one university in Arizona and had been talking to my admissions counselor for quite some time to figure out what all I qualify for, financial aid and like housing wise, right? Around this time, my mom and I were living in a not so decent neighborhood. I was definitely a change of scenery since we moved from a nice house in a predominantly African American middle upper class area. The area we moved to was very different than what I'm used to, since we've been living in that same house for over 10 years. At first, I didn't mind. I knew it was getting harder for my mother to keep up with the rapidly increasing rent prices in LA. Shit. I didn't complain about the move, and I got a job to help out. That's what's up. As I was grateful for her keeping a roof over our head. However, the neighborhood itself definitely showed its colors. For all my LA Compton people, we moved to El Segundo Boulevard in the Avalon Boulevard area. If you know, you know. So funny, I actually, when I went to Cali, I went to the hotel that was in El Segundo. And my ass was in the hood. I drove to the hood trying to find some bud. It was so hood and so, like, it was so hood that the dude was shocked that we were outside at that time. There was a gate over the dispensary, like prison gates. And they peeped their head out and was like, yeah, we only sell to locals at this time. You might want to go home. Like, there wasn't no food, no gas station. I was like, damn, we had to go to the In-N-Out. There was nothing that I could eat at the time because I was still vegan. I wish I wasn't vegan in Cali so I could have had an In-N-Out burger. But I know where you are. The one place in Cali I've ever been in my life. Oh my gosh. So, in summary, okay, let's just say I saw way more people get shot at while staying there for 1 year than I ever have before. One evening, I was on the phone with my admissions. They got guns out there, bro. Where are y'all even getting guns from? How are y'all getting guns out there? So, one evening, I was on the phone with my admissions counselor, and out of nowhere, it was just loud shots in the alley. Sounded like a few people just going back to back with each other. Girl, she heard bruh from the other story. To give you detail, my bedroom window faces the alley, and I was in my room talking on the phone, so it was very, very loud. I threw myself on the floor, and I guess he heard me fall, and my mom screaming for me to get on the floor. Oh my God, they probably thought you were dead, girl. He then asked what was going on, and us living there for some months now, I just adjusted to the frequent shots. As crazy as it sounds, and I literally told him, oh, they're just shooting right now, and I'll have to call you back. Girl, you have to get into that school. You're like, I live in the ghetto. Do you hear this? The ghetto, like, full ride scholarship me, baby. Like, what? After talking to him about what happened, I get an email a few hours later stating that I was set to receive an additional $8,000. That's what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Now, I don't know if it was from what he heard over the phone or it was simply because of my high GPA. To this day, I still think about it. I think it was both. I feel like he was like, oh, hell no. She's in the ghetto for real. She's not lying on her report. She in the ghetto. Also, I decided not to go to university that year. I stayed home and worked, deciding to apply again in the upcoming application cycle. Definitely hated the neighborhood, but it was a good topic to add to my personal statement for college. No, for real. And that is on period. She got them 8 stacks cut down. I know that's right. OMG. They said next time you go to LA, stay on the west side. Bet next time I go to Cali, I'm probably gonna go to San Diego. Keep it a little family oriented, you know. Talking about we in the ghetto. Ra-ta-ta-ta. Ra-ta-ta. Right. She heard somebody getting walked down. Right. Walked down on a mess. As he said, right, let's get her out the hood. As you should. Period. That was a little feel-good story. That was a nice little pick-me-up. But, yeah, that's real life, y'all. That is real life. There is one expressway here in my city that I don't stop on. I do not stop on that expressway. I keep freaking driving, and I don't stop because there have been so many innocent people just on that expressway and people exchanging gunfire over it. Because it's like there's one street here, 2 service roads, and then the main road. And they'll shoot over it. And the cars, yeah, you don't want to be seated somewhere for too long. So it's like, damn, it's really sad that a lot of places are like that. But yeah, let's get into the second to last story. If you guys have ever had any similar situation where it's like you had like an admissions come up, I would love to hear about that. I really would love to hear about that. I love to hear about any type of educational come ups. I get so happy when y'all tell me y'all are in school or just going back to school, whatever. Like, it just makes me so happy. All right, let's get into this customer service rep story. Shout out to all of my call center bays, my call center bros, my call center days and thems. Shout out to all y'all working at the center. Oh, and you sent me a picture of your baby. Look at this baby. Oh my God. Is it? Let me see. I'm trying to look at her face to see if her and the baby look the same. Y'all have like the same lower half of your face. Like both of your, it goes like this. Oh my God. Okay, sorry. You know I love the kids. You know, I'm sorry. Okay, so. Hey, Naja and Tribe. Unlike my previous email, which was nothing but mess. And her previous email was talking about how she was a bitter baby mama, but in reality, people was cheating on Craigslist and just being gnarly. But they said this is something light. I welcomed my beautiful baby girl into this world on March 29th. Congratulations. But lost the argument with her father to have her last name hyphenated. Ooh. Yeah, my mom lost that argument too. I kind of wish that my mom would have done it, but my mom's last name is so long. It's like, I don't even want to say it because she has a really common Hispanic last name. You know I know how I can say it without spilling my own tea. You know how there's like at least like 10 3-syllable Spanish last names that end with the EZ, like a Ez, like a Menendez, a Rodriguez, like, you know, stuff like that. It was too long. I think that's what happened, but I wish she would have. It would have really fulfilled my my Afro-Latina identity. But no, I just got a Haitian ass last name. Damn. So like, how do you lose that fight? I feel like that's something you talk about before you even have kids. Like me and Daniel talked. Our kids are about to have a hyphenated last name. Like I want my kids to know their culture, especially like what if I have a daughter? Like you're not going to be able to find my side of the family if you don't have my last name. You get what I'm saying? Like me and my brother, we all have my dad's last name. We do not have my mom's last name. What do y'all think? What would y'all do or have y'all done? Like what would you do? Put your last name? Do a hyphen? What? And then also it's like, and I hate to bring up these internet relationship bullshit shit, but you got to keep it a buck. I want my baby to have the same last name as me, period. And even when I do get married, I want a hyphen still. Like, I'm not fucking with this patriarchal bullshit. And I know, like, at the end of the day, my last name is my father's last name. My grandmother's last name is her father's. There is no original woman last name. But when it comes to rights and, like, the courts, going to the doctor and stuff like that, like, it helps to show that you're actually kin, you know? But she says she lost the fight. She says she done lost the fight. Damn. She said, since she only has his last name, it has been very interesting, to say the least, of how to handle official matters. I received a missed call from her pediatrician. Damn, see, I told you, bro. I told you, bro. So I figured I'd sort it out before tending to other things. Upon calling back, they told me they don't see any notes as to why I was contacted. I would be like, man, maybe because I pushed her out my vagina. Like, girl, I don't like her tone. I don't like how she said that to you. That would have pissed me off. The lady on the other end sounded fairly young, so the following very brief convo didn't surprise me. It went a little something like this. How can I assist you? Hi, I have a missed call from you guys in regards to my daughter. There was no voicemail left for me. May I have your name, please? TK. I apologize, but I can't provide you any information without consent from her parent. Huh? I just told you she's my daughter. Why would I need consent from myself? My name and signature are all over her documents. I understand, but it's policy. The parent needs to consent to releasing information about this minor to other people. Please go to the office and fill out the consent forms or have her father give us a call. Girl, I would have went off. And then I would have had her daddy call and snap on. Like, my thing is, I would have been like, ma'am, I feel like you're trying to be funny. Like, I would have been like, ma'am, I feel like you're trying to be freaking funny. I'm like, do you think it's funny that I had a child out of wedlock, ma'am? Is that funny to you? Or is this just like new information to you in 2022 in America that sometimes the mothers and the babies don't have the same last name? Like, I would have been playing so dumb with her. I would have been playing so dumb. I would be like, oh, so you're fucking with me. You fucking around. That's what you like to do. You're bored. Y'all don't got no work to do. You don't got no papers to file over there. Like, I really would have been playing with her. Now, Nadja, I'm no mathematician, but if 2 + 2 = 4, how did sis get 16? So I desperately needed poor little Taint Taint to count on her fingers. I am truly dumbfounded and fail to believe there was any other reason for this response besides our last names being different. I, the woman who spent 57 hours in labor, that's what I'm saying. Like, you are her mom. What the fuck? Can't get into any info on my child. Somehow her daddy, who had nothing to do but shoot up the club, can. I didn't learn until after my daughter's appointment that their office calls are handled by a third party. So that convo made a lot of sense. Now that I look back, the front desk receptionist looked at me all types of wild when I told her about my experience. I'm just wondering if anybody else in the tribe or their parents have experienced something like this. Yes. And I think it's so important to talk to your partner if you're planning on having kids or you want to get married or something. These are conversations you need to have before there's any engagement, no, we need to get that. And I'm saying, like, I'm not trying to say if they don't want to do what you do is a complete deal breaker, but for some people it might be. A lot of us hold our last names, it's cultural significance. You get what I'm saying? Me personally, if my partner asked me to do that, whether I married a man or a woman, you get what I'm saying, and you asked me to not give our kids a hyphen name, I feel like you're erasing their culture. You're taking away an opportunity for them to find other family members in the future. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit more multifaceted. It's like on the same argument of where people are like, it's more beneficial for a woman to marry with child than to have child without marriage, because then if something happens to the child's father, you don't get that much benefits. Technically their mom gets all the say so on what happens to their body, their assets. It could skip your child completely. Like, it's a lot. I don't know what's going on with the US health system, but they're very tricky with stuff like that. They really are. But the funny thing is if you just get a piece of paper and you type out your baby daddy name, I hereby allow the mother of this child, her name is this, and this, to do all medical things. Date it, sign, boom, notarize. You could go anywhere you want. You could, like, that's the loophole. If any of y'all are wondering, you could do whatever. It don't freaking matter. That's how, like, because a lot of places, grandparents, stuff like that, great grandparents, they don't really have rights. But say if they fall and then they scrape their knee at their grandparents' house and they got to go to the doctor because it's really bad, and they have something like that, or like that's why at schools the teachers make you sign certain forms so that if it gets bad, the teacher can actually take you. So it's all about knowing your rights, really, but it could prevent a lot of BS, you know, because I don't think it's fair to not be able to have a say just because you didn't get married. I don't think that's fair. I feel like you push that child out, you're raising that child, you give a fuck enough to bring the child to the doctor and all this stuff. Like, keep it cute, Miss customer service rep. Like, keep it cute. But yeah, your baby is so adorable. Your baby is perfect. She's so cute. Like, so cute. Let's see. What do you guys have to say in the chat? Because I do have one more story I want to get before I go. Let's see. Suella says, and I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Suella says, wouldn't there be documents with her contact on it though? Yeah, that's what she said. She's like, bro, read through my stuff. Like, I brought her here. Like, I'm her mom. Like, do you want to see her birth certificate with my freaking name on it? Like, crazy lady. There definitely should have been. Miss Makeda said, girl, why did they even call you in the first place if they were just going to do this? That's what I was saying. I'm like, so where did you get this number from? Okay, and beside that number, what does it say? I bet it says parent, right? So what do we do? Like, bro, I would have been snapping on that lady. I would have been snapping on her. I would have been playing so dumb on that phone. I was playing so dumb. Oh my gosh. Shout out to Chloe for making it to the stream. All right, y'all, I'm about to get to this last story. And it is called, these are my favorite ones. Should I block him? Chat, what do you think? I say yes. Let's get a little chaos. I say yes. I say you should block him. Yesterday. So, hey Naja, I hope you're doing well, and I really just need advice on this subject. For one, I am a Capricorn. Shout out to all my Capricorns. We got tons of Caps this season. Shout out to all of y'all. They are 21 years old. And the guy in the story is also 21, and he is an Aries. Shout out to all my Aries out there. So I take an Uber on a regular basis, and 3 days ago, oh my gosh, you guys have the same story as me and Daniel. Oh my God. You met your Uber driver, and you clicked immediately. The conversation went well, and we laughed the whole entire time, and I felt like we could get along. He's 21 with a degree in IT and cybersecurity and has a good paying job, super funny, with a great taste in music, which was playing during my ride. I also want to mention that I never really seen his face since I was in the back seat and he was wearing a hoodie. As we were nearing the end of my ride, I asked for his Snapchat because I don't give out my number. Girl, you should have asked for his Instagram. Now he's going to think you a booty call, girl. Shoot, maybe you want to be a booty call. I don't know. But then you say you can't see him, so you didn't know if he was fine or not. See, that's so funny because when I was the first time Daniel picked me up, I didn't know he was fine, but my coworkers did because they were like gushing at the fact that this nigga was about to take me home. They were just like, oh my God, girl. He got an accent. He just blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, and I sat in the back too because I was like, I'm not going to sit next to this guy. You're about to chauffeur me. And yeah, I was looking at him. I was like, okay, giving Young Thug. I like it. I like me a little Young Thug action. But I didn't really get to see his face until afterwards. So I feel you. You're like, is he cute or am I vibing? Like, so later that night, we chat for a bit and he asked to take me out for dinner the next day, which was yesterday, and I agreed. Ooh, this is recent. I was really looking forward to the date all day, and when the time came, I was so excited. When I got in his car, I sat in the front seat this time. I got a closer look, and while he is somewhat attractive, he looked different than what I thought. And I didn't care at the time because everything else has been so sweet. So she said he was cute, but he's not exactly what she thought was going on. So before dinner, he decided to take me to an arcade, which was fun. He kept asking if I was having a good time, which started to bother me after a while because I told him yes many times. Ooh, that would scare me because whenever dudes like do that, I'd be like scared, like, bro, this is becoming a little transactional. Like, why are you so pressed? Like, what do you want from me? Like, I'm scared. So I started to catch on that he must have had bad experiences in the past or he's just super insecure, which later both turned out to be true. After the arcade, we went to a restaurant, which was super fancy in a good neighborhood, and I noticed throughout the night his table manners were not as great as I would like them to be. But he was fine and was something I was willing to work on. Girl, I thought you said he wasn't all that. After dinner and a few drinks, we went back to his car and we just sat and spoke for a while. We did kiss, but I didn't particularly enjoy because he immediately tried to put his tongue in my mouth. Ew, like there's no passion there, sir. Ew. Oh, and yes, shout out to the testers in the chat. Yeah, y'all need to get on this text-free app or this Google Voice game, because the Google Voice will actually call your phone. I always advise to do Google Voice so that, you know, y'all can stay safe in public. In case some weirdo wants to, like, call your bluff and call you in front of your face, get a Google Voice number. But yeah, that man trying to put his tongue in people's mouth. When asked if I wanted to go to a lake, I agreed because it wasn't super late yet. Girl, do not go to the lake. That's where people make whoopee. Like, what are you talking about? So we get there, and he just starts kissing on me and just starts trying to go to second base. Or first base. Second. And I said we should slow it down. And he said he understood. But after a few minutes, he started again. If I'm being honest, I just let it happen, and we just continued to kiss, I guess. But after that, he kept asking if I wanted to go to the back seat. No. And I asked if he even had a condom, and he said no. Then what are we doing? Because I don't know you. I'm not about to go down on you, and I don't want you touching me. Like, this is weird. Like, I wouldn't have went to the lake. I'm not going to lie. When he said, do you want to go to the lake? The first thing I thought of was Tyler, the Creator. Like, can you meet me at the lake, at the park, at the school? Like, bro, that you don't got no business doing anything over there. I got a few calls. Oh, my God. Eventually, I gave in, and I just let him give me some top. Let's say that. Ladies, I know taking advantage of these desperate men to get some top seems like a good idea, but honestly, like, these men be having sores and shit in their mouth. Like, you gotta these strangers, I'm not gonna say just men, these strangers be having sores and stuff in their mouth. Like, you could get it too. I got a few calls from my parents. So the activities did not last for long, and he ended up taking me home. Mind you, they're both 21. One of my main issues is that normally when men are too pushy, I just block them eventually and hope they get the hint. But while we were in the car, he kept saying if I'm going to ghost him or stop talking to him, and I reassured him that I wasn't. And he told me what his last date said, but she ended up blocking him as soon as he dropped her off. So when I got home, I still texted him and said goodnight. This morning we text here and there, and I had some errands to run after work, and he offered to take me so I don't have to Uber around all day, and I said yes. Today he didn't try anything. He took me home without me having to ask. The only issue is that he kissed me and called me babe before I got out the car, which irritates me because I only met him 2 days ago. Girl, you just let him eat your freaking biscuit. I'm going to get into it. He also talked about us possibly moving in, since I mentioned wanting to move out, but I can't afford it. My question is, should I explain to him that I think we're moving too fast and we should be friends and give him the opportunity to fix all of this? Or should I just block him because I'm not sure if I want to date this man? I know that seems childish of me, but I hate a clingy partner at the end. Okay. The most grown-up thing that you could do is block him. That's not childish. What's childish is a grown man pushing all of his problems of women past onto you and saying it's your responsibility to pick up these pieces that these other bitches did, and it's your responsibility to match his pace. I'm also going to tell you something that I learned after I left my relationship with my grooming ass ex. I feel like I've said this before, but our first interaction with me and my ex, when we ever met, he just kissed me in my mouth, bro. Like, what the fuck? I'm telling you right now, men that do that do not respect you. They don't respect you at all. They do not respect you. They only see you as one thing, and they just chip and chip and chip. And I'm going to put the chat on the screen because I'm running out of time. But they just chip and chip and chip away to see what they can get away with. You've only known him for 2 days, and he's talking about moving in. And then he's already trying to leverage what he does have, which is a car, with what you don't. Like, this is bad news, bears. He's a leech looking for a new host. Block him. Block him. There ain't no, I might end up liking him down the road. No, he completely, I don't care if you wanted to go to the lake or not. It's too much. He's doing the fucking most. He's doing the fucking most. And it's not your responsibility to fix him. It's not your responsibility to pick up the slack from what everybody else did. That is not childish. You need to block him because he seems very dangerous, honestly. Like, he gives me freaking Norman Bate vibes. Like, you got something ulterior going on, bro. Like, please leave him alone. Because I feel like, yes, Steph, I feel like he's using Uber just to get girls. Like, very odd. And you always have to wonder, if somebody has all these perks, he has this good career, good paying job, why do you need Uber? You're doing it for socialization, specifically with women, and you're doing a very bad job at it. You're hoping that someone is so desperate for a whip that they become your companion, bro. So odd. So odd. But yeah, seems like we're all on the same page that he needs to be blocked for him. But that is all the entries that I have for this week. I really appreciate you guys being so patient and waiting for me to come back, get my mental health a little bit more together before I do these, because these are a lot. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that story about the essay, I don't think I would have been able to hang in even last week. I don't think I would have been able to hang in. I probably would have had to end the stream. Like, so thank y'all for letting me get some time to get my mental back together. And if you want your stories, please read the rules. Please read the rules. There are rules. We cannot be talking about essay and stuff. Like, please read the rules. I'll put it in the description. Email here. My storefront with this wig will be in the description when this video is up to. Actually, I think it's in the description right now. And what else? If you guys want to see me on any other platform, I'm all here. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. I do have Vlogmas. Where's my little thing at? Sorry, y'all. I do have Vlogmas. Okay, we come over here. You can get all my stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Make sure you check on my channel for Vlogmas. Thank you so much to all of my mods. I see you, Nyala, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in here and helping me out, because last week was kind of ghetto with them freaking bots being racist. But that's about it. I'm going to leave y'all for this. I do have a conspiracy video coming up. Still haven't decided if I'm going to do the Balenciaga one or not, because it gets really, 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 really deep. But I am dropping a conspiracy theory nonetheless this weekend. So please stay tuned. And I will see you guys next time. Peace. Christmas is coming, and that means it's time to decorate the house and get your shopping done. Head over to shopvoodoochild.com to check both of those to-do boxes off this holiday season by purchasing the latest calendar. Our hand-drawn, high-quality calendars include never-before-seen designs mixed in with fan-favorite prints. Free shipping on every calendar purchase. Each purchase comes with a set of stickers, candy, and other goodies all holiday season. Make sure to follow Shop Voodoo Child on all social media for any and all updates.